Hello everyone. Today in this session we are going to see preparation of alkanes. So before going to the preparation of alkanes, let us see what are alkanes. As these are the basics in organic chemistry. Only it consists of hydrogen and carbon. So it starts with the first member in the homologue is methane. Okay, methane is the first homologue. Second one is ethane, CH3, CH3. So that is ethane. Like this, the number of carbon atom increases. CH3, CH2, CH3. So third number it is propane. So it ends with the suffix ane. Methane, ethane, propane, butane, pentane, like that it keeps on going. So I'll resort to some other different diagram. Our line diagram is I am using now. So this one is called butane. See, you see the points. 1, 2, 3, 4. Butane can be written like this also. So butane. See, each point refers the CH groups. See the exterior points, the end points. 1 and 4 it will be CH3, whereas in between these refers CH2. So it is CH3, CH2. So I'll write CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. So that one only we have written in that way. So I'll little extend further in this way. So now you have how many carbon atoms? 1, 2, along with hydrogen. 4, 5. So we have 5 carbon atoms along with hydrogen. In the same way, this is then pentane. So likewise, it will be going. So in another way of representing alkane also, it will be like this, or H. So where R is an alkyl group. So R is an alkyl group. So it can be methyl, ethyl, propyl, whatever it is. So one example I will give. So if we write like this, so the R is methyl group. So if we write like this, so the R is ethyl group. So this is, here we have methyl group. Here we have ethyl group. So this we call it as R. In general we have R. R is methyl. Sometimes we do refer like this also, R1H and R2H, which means that this R1 is a group which is different from the another group R2. Okay. So we know, since we have understood, so these are the alkenes. The lower member is methane and it builds from there. Okay. So the common molecular formula is CnH. CnH2n plus 2. Suppose if carbon is 1, H will be 4. So that is methane. If carbon is 2, H will be 6. That is ethane. So this is a common molecular formula for this homologue. So now we are going to see this preparation of alkanes. So we'll start with the preparation. So preparation of alkanes. So preparation of alkanes can be done in different ways. We'll see what is given in our syllabus. Okay. So preparation of alkanes, it can be from first one. So it can be from alkene. So it is ENA. We started with ANE, alkene. ENE is alkene, which means that we have a double bond. Okay. Suppose I'll write like the first member in this. So a double bond compound, we call it as a alkene. This one specifically, it is ethane. So from here, what we are going to prepare? We are going to prepare an alkene. From this, we will be getting this. So this is from alkene to alkane. So the name first, since two carbon atoms are there, what is the name? It is ethane. So how we have got? So from here, the pi bond, the extra bond is removed. To that place, you add one hydrogen to this. So here, if you add one hydrogen, and here also, if you add one hydrogen, so that will be. So I changed it. So here, from here to here. So add one hydrogen from here to here. Add one hydrogen. So we'll be having this. Since we are adding hydrogen, it is addition of hydrogen. This reaction is addition of. This reaction is called as addition of. If you add hydrogen, you'll be getting alkane. Or it's called as hydrogenation reaction. It's otherwise hydrogenation. Okay. So here, this is how the reaction takes place. For this, we need to add reagents. Those reagents let us discuss now. So the reagents for this reaction to happen, those reagents are hydrogen gas. So this hydrogen gas in the presence of a metal, so this will be happening. Either you can use platinum, or otherwise you can use also palladium, or otherwise you can use also nickel. So either it can be used, but platinum is highly costly, so it's costlier than gold. Therefore, it can be avoided. Otherwise, you can use nickel, but only thing it cannot be done under room temperature. We have to use it. We have to heat it up to 200 degrees centigrade. So this is one set of reagent. There are another set of reagents also to do this hydrogenation reaction. So the first one is lithium aluminum hydride, and the second one is sodium borohydride. The third one is triphenyl tin hydride, PH3SNH. So these are also other reagents which cause the same type of hydrogenation reaction. Okay, but there is a difference in this. Let us go for another concept: primary alkene, secondary alkene, and tertiary alkene. So what are primary alkene? Just a little bit I will explain. So let us take a alkene first. I am drawing only the skeleton without hydrogen. If the alkene is attached to a carbon, this carbon atom is called alpha carbon. If alpha carbon is attached to one other carbon, we call it as this one. So primary. If alpha carbon is attached to two carbon atoms, then we call it as secondary alkene. If the alpha carbon is attached to three other carbon atoms, then we call it as tertiary alkene. So with these three different times, this a little bit difference. So we will differentiate this. This I am doing tabulation so that easily we can understand. So lithium aluminum hydride will be hydrogenating only primary and secondary but not tertiary. Whereas sodium borohydride will not hydrogenate primary, but it will hydrogenate secondary and tertiary. The last case, it's master. So it does all the three categories. Okay. So this is about the first preparation. We are preparing it from alkene to alkane. Okay. So just one more example let us take. Suppose you have here the next higher member in this. Can we say the name for this? So we have how many carbon atoms? 1, 2, 3. Therefore, the root is propane. In propane, you have double bond. Hence the name is propene or propylene. So propene is IUPAC. Okay. Suppose if you take and if you go for hydrogenation, so in the presence of nickel as a catalyst, so we will be having this as a compound. See, I have given in line diagram. So this is propane. Okay, shall we go for the second one? So this is about the first preparation. So we'll go for the second one. The second one is from haloalkane. From haloalkane, we can do it from different types. The one using the reagent zinc and HCl, the other using sodium and ether, which we call it as Wood synthesis. So Wood's reaction, Wood's reaction. So we'll take the second A as the reagent Zn HCl. So we are preparing alkane by taking haloalkane. Okay, I'll show an example. CH3Cl. So it's chloromethane. This is halogens. Can have bromine or iodine instead of this. So this, in the presence of Zn and an acid, hydrogen chloride, we will be having CH3H. So what happened? In the chlorine, in the place of chlorine, we have hydrogen. So now we got alkane. This is alkane methane, CH4. So the simple name is CH4. Therefore, the name for this reaction is dehalogenation. So why we call it as dehalogenation? So we remove halogen. Therefore, D means removal. So this D we call it as removal of halogen. So DE means removal. Since we remove halogen, it is removal of halogens. So this is the first one. Even you can have another example for this. Suppose I am taking the other homolog next in the series. So this one. So how many carbon atoms? We have 2 carbon atoms. So what is the name for this? So it is chloroethene. So use the same reagent, let us demark it. So zinc in the presence of HCl. So what do you get? You get this one. That's why I have written in a simple line diagram. So this is carbon number 1, this is carbon number 2, and this is ethane. Okay, this is how even higher homologous can be prepared by taking chloroalkane with simple Zn in the presence of a acid. Now we will go for the B. B we call it as Wood's synthesis, again from halogens, haloalkanes. So we'll start with the simple one, CH3Cl. You know this name, chloromethane. So this, the reagents we already said sodium in the presence of ether. I will write this in reverse so that to show where the bonds are getting broken and where the bonds are getting formed. So this one, all these things are joined together. Okay, this NaCl will be just, since there are 2 molecules, we need 2 Na. Okay, this will be going as sodium chloride salt. The remaining will be attached together. CH3 plus 2 NaCl. Okay. Or you can suppose we have taken one chloromethane, the another chloromethane, we are getting ethane as the products. Okay. So likewise, we will proceed. The first homolog is this one, chloromethane. Let us go for the second homolog. So the second homolog is C2H5 chloroethane plus again sodium plus another chloroethane. So in similar way, same thing happens. What is the product? The product will be like this. So how many carbon atoms here? 2 carbon atoms, and here 2 carbon. All totally will be having 4 carbon atoms. So what we have prepared? We have prepared butane. So this is the same thing. We'll be having, this will be being removed, and 2 NaCl we require. Okay, again I'll go for another example to understand. So first member is methane, the second member ethane, third member let us take. So that is CH3H7 chloropropane plus Na plus another chloropropane So can you guess what we'll be getting? Suppose if you take one methane, so another methane will be getting ethane as the result. Here we have taken ethane, here also ethyl. So these two will be added together, we'll be getting 4 carbon series, it is butane. Here you have 3 carbon series, here also 3. 3 plus 3 if you add it, will be having 6 carbon series. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 carbon series. Okay, what is the name for 6 carbon series? So it is hexane. So are you following? Okay, see how suppose if we have taken the lower homologue, the first homologue 1, in that the resultant is 2. I mean dimer. So here this is added to another methyl, it forms a dimer called ethane. Now we are taking a next series which consists of 2 carbon atoms. Again it forms a dimer, it forms 4 carbon atoms. Now let us take 3, here also 3 carbon atoms, it forms a dimer to give a product which consists of 6 carbon atoms. So what is our generalization? So generalization is that if you are taking a number x, so what you will be getting 2x alkane, 2x number of carbon atoms, that alkane will be formed. Suppose you are taking x as the chloroalkane, you will be having 2x as the number of carbon atoms. So these will be the results. So actually what we call it as a dimerization or dimer. So this will be in wood synthesis. Okay. Also, can you also little bit guess if you use two other, what we are using here is we are using the same thing. Suppose if you take chloromethane, only chloromethane is taken. If you are taking chloroethane only, so you see here only the same thing is taken. We have not taken two things. Suppose if you take two things, what will happen? That is what we are going to see, and that we are going to see in the heading limitation. So what is the limitation here? The limitation here is the first limitation. We cannot prepare methane. Methane cannot be prepared. Cannot prepare methane because since it is dimerization, at least we need 2 carbon atoms, minimum 2 carbon atoms. So methane cannot be prepared. Second thing, we will be getting only, the limitation is we will be getting only even number of carbons, even number of carbon atoms as the products in the alkane. Even number, see from the first. The product is with the 2 carbon atoms, the second is 4 carbon atoms, the third is 6 carbon atoms. Only 2, 4, 6, 8 will be formed. We won't be getting 3, 5, 7, those things. So even number of carbon atoms will be formed. Otherwise they call this as symmetrical alkenes, which means that unsymmetrical alkenes cannot be prepared. But a little bit extension is there that I will tell with another example. So let us take 2 groups of chloroalkanes, so R1Cl plus, if you take 2 different groups, what you will get? You will get mixers. In mixers, even odd number is also possible, but if it is it will be formed in mixers. And if you get mixers as a product, again another headache for that is you have to separate it. You have to separate. Therefore, this procedure is not used. So even though in one case odd number of carbon atoms will be formed, but that will be only in mixer. We will be having more than, I'll be explaining with one example. So let us take the basic carbon atoms, chloromethane. Let us have sodium. Let us have chloroethane. So we'll be having these two. Okay, initially what do you think? These two will be going, and what will be getting? One carbonate system, it is attached to ethane system. Okay. So this is propane. So this will be formed. This is also correct. What happens, even Since we are taking, there will be in 1 mole Avogadro number of molecules will be there. Therefore, what happens within this, it will be reacting and forms what it forms. It forms ethane. And here within this, it will be reacting since there are more number of molecules in the reaction. So it will be reacting this and it will be forming butane. So if you take different chloroalkanes, what you will be getting? You will be getting mixes. The normal one, and this is what? This is propane. Propane will, odd number also will be formed, but it will be in mixes. Propane will be there, ethane will be there, butane will be there, and another problem for us is we have to separate all the three instead of going for separation, because that is another economically it will be waste. Therefore, time is also waste if you are going for separation in a large scale. If it is an industry, think about it. Therefore, these are the limitations. So the first limitation is we cannot prepare methane in this because dimerization is happening and only even number of carbon atoms will be formed. That we call it as symmetrical. And at last, so if you use different chloroalkanes, mixes will be formed. Okay. So mixes will be formed. The odd numbers is possible, but it will be in mixes. Those are the limitations for Wood synthesis. So see, remember we have seen three reactions. One, you remember it is from alkene, from alkene to alkane, hydrogenation. The second one is haloalkane to alkane. So it is dehalogenation, removal of halogenation. So on the two things, one is zinc and HCl, the other one is Wood synthesis. Also we have seen limitation. So let us see further the last in this series. The last in this series is from so we have here third. It is from carboxylic acid, sodium salt of carboxylic acid, sodium or potassium salts of carboxylic acid. From this we are preparing alkanes. Okay, so let me take it. CH3 CONA. So this in the presence of water, just electrolysis. You have to pass electricity. So electrolysis. If you pass water, let us see what happens. Okay, lysis means, what do you mean by lysis? Lysis means breaking. Breaking with what? Breaking with electricity, by passing electricity. If you pass electricity, the molecules will be, the bonds will be breaking. So that we call it as electrolysis. How this will be? Let us see. So here, or where are now it will be breaking here, here, okay, here, these places. So here, this will be breaking here, and normally two molecules it will be reacting. If two molecules are reacting, one CH3 is attached to another CH3 and it forms ethane. Again, as like woods. So it forms ethane, and this one, it forms COO. You remember, it should be carbon dioxide. Since we have taken the coefficient as 2, it will be 2 carbon dioxide will be formed. This NaOH is attached to this base and it will be forming NaOH is a base. Since there are 2 and we have to put 2, we left with hydrogen only, and that will be getting evolved. So we will be having two gases which will be evolved. One is carbon dioxide, the other one is methane. This is how we prepare alkane from sodium salt of carboxylic acid. So this one, can you name this compound? This is the basic compound is acetic acid. So or otherwise ethanoic acid. In ethanoic acid, if you put sodium, then that will be called as sodium ethanoate. So the sodium salt of ethanoic acid is sodium ethanoate. So this is the name of the compound. Just what you do, if you are removing carbon dioxide, hence this is called decarboxylation. Carboxylation. So this is decarboxylation. So removing carbon dioxide, you will be getting alkanes. Okay, so let us build further. I will take one more example. We will see. So the another higher in the higher homola, I will be taking C2H5. For simplicity, I will take another sodium or potassium. Both that's the same thing. So with water, if you do the same electrolysis, say again with one carbon, it forms a dimer with another molecule. Here also same. Here there are two carbons. It makes dimer with another two carbon of this. So it is C2H5 with another C2H5. Then that is butane. Plus all other byproducts will be formed. So if we put line diagram, it will be like this. So this is how it will be formed. Again, you can. Now let us think this preparation in terms of as like in wood synthesis. We have taken two carbon atoms here, but those two carbon atoms, one carbon atom will be removed as carbon dioxide. Remaining one will be there. That one will get dimer to form ethene. Likewise, here we have taken three carbons and one will be removed as carbon dioxide and ineffective 2 carbon, and it will be forming butane. Suppose if you are going for 4 carbon system, C3H7COOK, which means potassium butanoate. So this is 4 carbon system. So 4 minus 1, ineffective we will be having 3. So if you take 4 carbon system, what we will be having? So twice of 3 will be formed, and twice of 3 will be like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it will be hexane will be formed. So as like in woods, here also dimer will be taking place. But the thing is, even as like in woods, if you take two different, so I'll demarcate this. If you take two different CH3COOK, and if you take another one CH2H5 propionate, if you take two things and if you go for electrolysis, again mixtures will be taking. As like in woods, we will be having the mixtures. This forms a compound CH3COOK. It will be forming ethane. The toluene will be forming ethane. So the first one, again this alone. So 3 carbon minus 1, 2 plus 2, it will be forming butane. Again this one methane, it adds to this one, the third one, it is adding the third one. So 1 plus 3, so it will be forming propane. So all the three will be formed as a mixtures. Therefore it is the worthless to prepare a mixture because we have to separate again. Okay, therefore it is wise to take only one, not to take two different potassium salts of carboxylic acid. Now let us go for the mechanism of this reaction. Sodium salt of carboxylic acid. Again, we can name, it's also a named reaction. That name is Kolb's synthesis. So let us go for the mechanism of Kolb's reaction. So let us go for the mechanism. So what we have taken is, we have taken sodium salt of a carboxylic acid and we have put in water, and if you put any salt in water, what will happen? It goes as ions. So it will be it goes as ions. Okay. So it will be like this. So this ion we call it as negative ion. So anion. And this we call it as positive ion, and that is cation. So let us see how the reaction takes place in electrolysis. So a beaker, with 2 electrodes. So it is connected to, say, electricity. The bigger one, we know it is a positive, and this is a positive electrode. The smaller one, it is negative, and this will be the negative electrode. Okay, the one which is connected to the negative terminal to the battery. Okay, so anion, which is negative, it goes to positive. So anion moves to anode. The positive ion, H plus, K plus, it goes to negative electrode. So cation moves to cathode. Actually here, let us take this H plus also, it will be more. H plus, OH minus. So now I will be giving the reaction, how it takes place. So at anode, what it is taking place? At anode, what reaction it will be taking place? At anode, what we said, anion moves to anode. So anion is, so this is anion. So I will write like this. So anion moves towards anode. What it will do in anode, it loses an electron. It loses an electron, and what it will become? CH3, C double bond O, oxygen with 1 electron. See, this minus is go for 2 electrons. Out of these 2 electrons, 1 it loses. So out of 2 electrons, if it loses 1 will be remaining. So this is a species with 1 electron, and that species, what is the name of that species? A species with 1 electron is called radical. So radicals are quite fast in chemical reactions. Two radicals add to each other very fastly and gives the product. So a radical will be being formed in the initial. And then again, suppose if you take a bond, how many electrons are required for a bond formation? For a bond formation, 2 electrons are required. Okay. In covalent bond, sharing of electrons. So here, here also we will be having 2 electrons. This electron will be going here and satisfying that radical, making it 2. So you see the arrow, that arrow, I am putting a half-headed arrow. If we put like this, 1 electron is moving. If we put like this, 2 electron is moving. So that electron here, it goes here and compensates the loss. And here 1 electron is there, it goes to that place and compensates. And this methyl radical will be separated. So that is the third step. So what we have here, only methyl group with one radical. Since we have taken only one, if you have taken two, so two, it will be having two methyl radical will be formed. Two methyl radical will be added together and forms ethane. So which is our product. Okay. So this is what happens at anode. Now I'll write what happens at cathode. So one thing I have to say, here we said the electron is losing, and that is at anode, loss of electron. And this loss of electron, can you remember, do you remember this loss of electron, we call it as one more time, that term is oxidation. Loss of electron is oxidation. Otherwise we can say oxidation takes place at anode. If we put here, it is reverse. Reduction takes place at cathode. So reduction means it is gain of electron. So loss of electron at anode, gain of electron at cathode. So here let us take water. So it gains an electron. So here, so let me split and write for further understanding. So H OH. This will be going here, and we will be having OH minus. It moves, and hydrogen will be left, and this picks this electron and becomes hydrogen with one electron, again like a radical. So if you take two water molecule, here 2 H plus will be found, and that gives 2 hydrogen as evaporation. Okay, this will be hydrogen will be evolved at cathode, and here carbon dioxide will be evolved at anode. So at anode, carbon dioxide will be evolved, and at cathode, hydrogen will be evolved. So this is the mechanism of the Kolb's reaction. Now I will summarize the class. We have prepared alkane, and I want to give the full summary of this class. So we are going to prepare this alkane. What is the name of this alkane? This alkane is butane. So what is our first method? First method is from remember, first method is from an alkene. So how do you prepare this? So you take hydrogen in the presence of any metal like nickel, palladium or platinum, you will be having butane. So let us go to the second A. In second A, what we have to take? We have to take chlorobutane. What are the reagents? The reagents are Zn and HCl. We will be having the same butane as the product. Let us go to the second B. The second B is what we have to take. Do you remember? We have to take chloroethane because it undergoes dimerization. In the presence of what are the reagents? We have to take sodium in the presence of ether. So this will be formed. So what is the third type of Kolb's reaction? So the Kolb's reaction is CH3, CH2, COK. So we have to take this in the presence of water electrolysis. We will be having butane. So this is the summary of all the reaction. So the first one, what we name the first one? The first one is hydrogenation. What is the name of the second one? Dehalogenation. What is the name of the third one? The name of the third one is again the same thing, dehalogenation, as like second, because second A and second B is the same. What is the last name? It is decarboxylation. Okay, can we give the name for this? The name for this is Coles. What is the name for this? The name for this is Woods. Okay, with this we end this session. Finally, we have here the questions for the session. The first question is prepare hexane from 4 different ways. So we have to use line diagram as I have done for butane. The second question is explain the limitations of wood synthesis. The third question, give the detailed mechanism of Kolb's reaction.